Okay, hi guys. So as promised, today we are going to show you all actually how to make doubles. So this is the first step here. We are actually going to make our bara first, and then we will proceed, leave that to raise, and proceed to doing the channa, and then obviously presentation and eating time, right? So here we have 4 cups of flour. To that we are going to add in some saffron to help with color. Right, we are also going to add in some brown sugar, right, some salt, and some baking powder, right, 2 teaspoons of yeast, right. Right, so to that we're just going to give that a mix. Right, so here we have some oil, and 2 cups of water. This is warm water I'm using, that will help activate the yeast. So you actually see that it's actually coming in. As if your dough is soft, because that is what will help the dough maintain softness even when it is cooled after frying. Right, so here we have the dough that is combined, and we are just going to add a little bit of oil on the top of it to make sure that it doesn't get any scabs, so that it will be a nice soft dough when it raised. Now this is going to be left to raise until double its size, and then we will get on with the frying. So now we are just going to leave the dough to actually relax and raise, and now we are going to move on to doing the channa. Right guys, so right now here we have about 2 to 3 cups of channa and about 4 cups of water, right? I like my thing with plenty sauce. So to that we are going to add some cut shadow beni, but we're not going to add all the shadow beni, we are just going to add some, and coming down more to the end we will add in the rest. We are also going to add in some chopped pimentos. Here we have a mixture of duck and goat curry powder, also gerra powder, and regular just curry powder, right? And we are going to grate in 4 cloves of garlic. Right? Now we add in salt and pepper to taste. Right, and with that we are just going to give it a little stir, a nice little stir. Right, so we just add like about a teaspoon of salt, and we are going to allow this to come to a boil, and after that then we will move on to adding in the rest of our seasoning, which will be some more shadow beni, and we will adjust the pepper to suit. So it must come to a boil, and then it will start to thicken, and then we'll move on from there. Right guys? Right, so here we have it almost finished, but we checking out the consistency, and here we are going to do a taste test just to see if it need any more adjustments. As you can see, the liquid is thickening, and while we are waiting for it to thicken, we could also use your spoon, the back of the spoon, and mash the channa to assist with the thickening of your sauce, right, of your channa for the baras them, right? Now as I said, I want mine with plenty sauce. I like mine with plenty sauce, so I am going to just mash it a little more to thicken. See, you can still see whole grains of Channa as well. So it's like a half kind of balance, right? So we still have let me say like about 5 to 10 more minutes for this to just get slightly more thickened, because as it's cool, it is going to get more thick as it cools, right? So we are just going to leave it for like about 5-10 more minutes to boil, and then we will move on to making the baras, right? Right guys, so here we just boil it for like 5 minutes extra, and I'm loving this consistency. Reason being is because when it cools down, it will be even more thick, right? Well, thicker, right? So I'm going to turn off the fire here now under the Channa, and we are going to start to boil the bara dough so that we can fry them for us to finally get the most important part, which is the final product. So hold on guys. Alright guys, so here we have our proof dough, and now we are just going to turn it out on an oil surface, right? And now we are going to do the boiling process. The dough is very sticky and soft. Right, so here I have an actual bowl, right, and I'm just going to be stretching this out with my fingers, trying to accumulate a circular shape, right? The thinner is actually going to be the better, right? That's okay if it bursts, right? As thin as possible, and then we are going to throw it into a preheated pot, and we are going to repeat this process. Now it doesn't really take long to do the actual cooking, so we flip as quick as possible, and no, it doesn't need to get have no full color on it. It's just really, once you see the bubbles, that is because it's already cooked. And then you flip, alright, so this one is actually ready, right? And we are going to repeat the procedure. See, as thin as possible into the pot. Now I'm adding some oil on my hands to assist in the pushing out of the dough. That would help not let the dough be too sticky on my hands or even on the surface that it's actually on. Right, so as you can see, it's really soft. If you leave it to get color, plenty color, then it's actually going to be hard and stiff. Right, so the key is just to allow it to get the bubbles, and then to flip it and then take it out. Because of how thin it should be pushed out, it will be cooked already, so you don't have to worry about eating raw dough. So we are just going to be repeating the procedure and ensuring that all is properly pushed out. So we are just going to continue this step until all the balls are actually fried out, and then we will move on to the final step, which is the actual assembling. Right, so we are in the last one, and now we are actually going to do the assembling, so just stay tuned. So this is how the fried baras would be looking. This is how the fried baras would be looking, right? You can see it's actually nice and pliable, right? Nice and thin. So we're moving on now. So now we have reached the final part where we are actually going to be doing the assembling of the actual. Right, so we have our bara. Nice Channa. Right. We have some cucumber chutney. And some sweet sauce. Right. So there we have it, the final product. View the yumminess taking, and the bara is actually very pliable and soft, right? So we are going to eat now.